Now it's time to break it.
Welcome back to the Splitscreeners podcast. This is the sports episode.
Woo!
We're gonna We're gonna be going over some news. What happened last week in the NFL? What the games that are happening this week? We're gonna go over our predictions. How we're doing in fantasy football, which is great for me. Let's hop right into it.
All right.
Before we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're dropping touchdowns, bangers.
Oh god, that was painful to watch.
Man, I'm getting
Split screen.
Do that for 1 minute long.
Do that for 10 minutes.
We are going to have the Chargers-Chiefs simulation going down on the little front screen here. I think I already hit record.
You did. You're good. Getting menus.
Yeah. Oakley dokley. Let's hop right into it. Chargers kicked off. Chiefs took the touchback. Chiefs are starting with the ball. Let's start off with the World Cup. Gavin, are the split screeners covering the World Cup?
Are we supporting this?
The fans have to know.
Do you support slavery?
No.
Would you like to know more?
Click yes. to find
So
out more.
here's the issue. This is really an issue for me. Soccer is like one of the only sports I really enjoy watching, and it really sucks because the World Cup is such a big event. It's like the Super Bowl, but even rarer because it only happens every 4 years. And it sucks because I would love to cover it, but there might be some coverage. I don't think we're going to do in-depth coverage.
There's moral dilemmas at play here. For those of you that do know, obviously there's a lot behind the scenes going on with where the World Cup is hosted.
Yes. And
Yeah, we do need to celebrate the teams, I think.
yes.
I think that's important because you're right. The World Cup is such a big event. I don't think that we need to cover every game.
No, I'm thinking that if we do cover it, we'll probably be covering how well America does in it.
They're going to lose in the group round.
Hey, do we still have this? Do we have the same goalie we had back in
No.
the? Oh, well, alright, we might be screwed.
The World Cup group round does start on the 20th, so this will drop on Sunday morning.
Yep.
So that'll be the 20th. So the World Cup games will be starting the day that we start this. Once the group play gets finished, maybe next week we might all pick a team to get behind once we know the teams are going to be in it. And then we can just cover those teams. And then if they get eliminated, maybe you can pick a new team. Everybody gets one redraw if your team gets eliminated.
But I think that's fair because chances are I'm a really big fan of the German team. I really like watching the German football.
Argentina, bro.
Footballers. And I know that you love Argentina. You love Messi. It's all about Mueller. And I don't even think he's still on.
No, but you have Lewandowski.
But I think Mueller still plays for the Germany team in the World Cup.
So yeah, we're excited for the World Cup. We just aren't excited about everything going on behind the scenes. With the
Yeah,
World
and
Cup,
it's hard.
so.
And it's hard to be like, yeah, we'll watch because I don't want it. Because again, if you've watched this show for any amount of time, you might know that I'm not the biggest sports guy. This is the only sports thing that I really like to watch. The World Cup is fun. Is usually very fun to watch. It blows. We'll see how it goes. I know that there are some teams thinking about not playing, but we'll find out about that on Sunday.
Yeah. So we'll keep up to date. We'll let you guys know of any developments, and yeah, we'll each pick a country at some point. Probably next week.
And we'll make sure to illegally download it so Qatar doesn't get any money.
Also coming next week, Saturday, WWE Survivor Series War Games, the 26th. There hasn't been a whole lot of the match card announced. We do have some things here and there.
Not allowed.
Yeah, definitely not allowed. We should be getting some returns. I know that Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Jey Uso are going to be fighting off against Sheamus. Butch, Ridge Holland, Drew McIntyre, and a surprise opponent that has not been announced.
Who is it?
Stone Cold.
Who's it gonna be? Predictions.
I've heard a lot of things about Kevin Owens potentially, but I've also heard that Kevin Owens might not be ready to wrestle because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have had a long-standing rivalry. Could be somebody's surprise. It could be somebody that we're not expecting that comes out as that fifth entrance.
Adam
I don't know if we're
Rose.
gonna know
He's coming back.
until it happens.
Neville.
Well, I mean, if it's a big surprise, that's a
Neville.
smart way to play it.
Neville.
Neville.
Longbottom?
The man
We have
gravity forgot.
We have the same thing going on in the women's War Games match, which currently is Damage Control, which is Bailey, Io Sky, Dakota Kai. They have also Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley on their team, and they're going up against a team of Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Mia Yim, but they also don't have a fifth person. So outside of that, we have a couple other matches that are rumored. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor is out there. But we'll hopefully know more next time we record. We'll make our predictions, and then we'll all watch that together Saturday, hopefully, and we can talk about that the week after. So stay tuned for that. Fantasy football standings. I said last week the two top teams played each other. That's me and Gavin. Versus the two top bottom teams played each other. That's Zach and Aaron.
Yeah.
I beat Gavin, so I'm officially in first place. Gavin is in second. Aaron beat Zach, so Aaron is officially in third place. Zach is in last. If you have not paid attention, the team who loses will be getting dressed up with clothes from Goodwill that the three of us buy, and you will record every episode of a week like that. So that'll be fun.
Though I am slated to win this one, currently.
I
you're
think we
playing me.
just call it right now.
Dungeon Master?
Oh no, you're playing Gavin.
You are slated to win, but that was because I had like 4 people on bye and I just fixed
Same.
that. I like legit just fixed it. And you're still slated to win, but it's 51-49%. That means fucking nothing.
We're getting really close to the end of the season for college football. They did announce the playoff standings currently. Georgia at 1, Ohio State at 2, Michigan at 3, TCU at 4. These are the 4 unbeaten teams left. Now, there is going to be some fluctuation because I believe Ohio State and Michigan play next week. So we are going to see some fluctuation in there. I would expect the other 3 teams, whoever loses that game might be out. I expect the other 3 teams to stay in the top 4. As far as our predictions go, for last week, I went 5-9. Rough week.
Yeah, that's
Aaron?
worse than me.
Went 7-7. Gavin went 7-7. Zach went 9-5.
Yeah, I'm back!
So with this is weird. We've done our predictions 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, I did not expect this.
We are all tied at 14-12.
You went and recounted everything?
Oh yeah, I saw all the results from the first week here.
Nice.
And second week, I want to keep a running tally. Whoever wins this, I don't know. We're gonna figure something out. But 14-12, that's pretty crazy. That after 2
Yeah,
weeks
then
we're all tied.
4-way tie.
We're all football geniuses.
A big
Apparently.
juicy hug.
Let's get into the Week 10 wrap-up, and then I have some football news.
Yeah.
And we'll get into some news. So, games last week. Who wants to start? Aaron, you had the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Germany.
Yeah. So, really exciting game. The Seahawks were dog shit.
The Seahawks did play like dog shit.
That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck those guys.
Germany seemed like a lot of fun. I think they had played in Germany before. No, this was the first time they had played in Germany. And the crowd was wild. At one point, the whole crowd was singing Country Roads by John Denver. It was so loud.
Yeah, I actually have a friend that moved to Germany after he graduated from high school and went to college there, and he's actually doing semi-pro football teams there, coaching semi-pro football teams there. And like it's crazy because when you first started talking about it, it was like a really like no one would show up to the shows, and it's just been in Germany getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's really interesting to see.
Nice.
The thing that you should be pissed off about, Aaron, is had this game had another 3 minutes on it, Seattle probably wins because
They should have, but
suck. They scored their last 2 touchdowns at the very end of the game, basically. Geno Smith actually...
they
with
pulled
the-
their head out of their ass at the end, and
Yeah.
it was too late.
It was too late. Especially when you're playing a vet like Thomas Patrick Brady.
Yeah, you coming around on him now.
No, fuck him. Tom Brady, 22 of 29 for 258, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Geno Smith, another good game, thanks to the ending. 23 of 33, 275 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, it was just a defensive slobber knocker, which I think is kind of what everybody expected. Not super high scoring with these two teams.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Seattle didn't win. I really thought
Seattle had this one in the bag.
You never know on these when they take these long flights because I mean you're changing time zones. You're changing so much about your schedule, and maybe Tampa Bay. I think that might be the benefit of having Tom Brady, who's been in the league for so long.
Yeah, and they're just in a better time zone to adapt to that kind of jet lag.
Yeah, that Eastern time zone.
Yeah.
So the Pacific.
Yeah, so it really played against Seattle in this game, and I think had they traveled in a different direction, they might have won.
To Russia.
Next time.
Japan.
Zach, how do you feel about Japan this week?
He feels great.
You feeling good?
All right.
Good.
Zach had the next game on the docket. Maybe
The game of the year.
Definitely the game of the week last week.
Oh, yeah.
Potentially the game of the year. This is my Super Bowl matchup currently. This would be so much fun. Both of these teams are 0-4 in the Super Bowl. Neither of them ever won a Super Bowl. So it'd be really fun to have two teams that have never won a Super Bowl. You're guaranteed somebody's walking out with a win.
Mm-hmm.
Two really good teams as evidence for this game. Guess I'll actually say it. Minnesota, Buffalo. Zach, what do you got?
So
I don't think you can.
basically a pretty high-scoring
I think
game.
that we'll just continue to go overtime. Yeah.
Pretty high-scoring game. The game did end in overtime with a pick from Josh Allen. He threw that to the end zone, got picked off, and they...
By Patrick Peterson.
I know. I think he went down in the 2-yard line and ended the game, like I said, in overtime. Game of the year.
Yeah, it was wild. This was my favorite game I watched all weekend. Both these teams looked great. Buffalo looked like they had control. Minnesota, I think, scored 17 unanswered points to come back in this game in the second half. And then overtime was just a slugfest. Minnesota's able to get a field goal. Buffalo looks like they're driving down the field, and Josh Allen throws that terrible pick right there at the goal line.
4th pick in 3 straight games?
Yeah, he had 2 picks almost at the same spot in this game, right there on the goal line, that would have clinched this game for him. I love these teams. My grandpa was a huge Buffalo Bills fan, so I've always carried that over into my football fandom. And then as far as Minnesota goes, I just don't understand how you can hate Minnesota. I love so many players on this team. Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Kirk O'Chains. Everybody's been playing great. I would love if this was a Super Bowl matchup. So, great game. Gavin, you had the Denver Broncos facing off in the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, and then I say the Titans would win.
You did. Everybody but me said the Titans were going to win.
And who was right on that?
Titans won.
Yeah.
Oh!
It was 10-17.
Shocker!
10-17 Titans.
We don't want to rub his nose
but-
in it.
That's all right. The Seahawks let me down this week.
If you watched last week's episode, you do know how I feel
Vikings
about
did that.
field goals when they're not for extra points
Gavin fucking hates field goals.
and not for like
He hates kickers.
not kickers. So it looks like it started off with nothing really happening in the first. Like it was back and forth a lot in the first quarter. Neither team got any points. Second quarter started off with it didn't start off, but a little bit into the second quarter, Broncos. Jalen Virgil got
A deep bomb from Russell Wilson.
yeah. It's a 66-yard pass.
Not a beautiful pass, but he was able to get it to Jalen Virgil. First catch of his career, scores a touchdown. That's the way you start.
That's-
NFL
yeah,
career.
I'd
that's
keep
good.
that ball.
Hell yeah, he did.
And so that made it 7-0 Denver. Followed up with a field goal. Followed up later on with a field goal from Brandon McManus. It was a 39-yard field goal, more respectable. But what the hell, field goals? But that said, and then Titans got Nick Westbrook. He got a 9-yard pass from Ryan Tannehill with a Randy Bullock kick. For 7 points for the Titans, so it made 10-7 still Denver.
Going into halftime.
Going to halftime, because that was with 12 seconds left.
And then the Denver Broncos came out looking like dog shit.
Yeah, they didn't do anything in the third quarter except let the Titans get another touchdown. And then I'm saying it's kind of fucked. Fourth quarter, 3 minutes left in the game, and they go for a 35-yard field goal. You're already winning.
Yeah, but if Denver gets the ball back and they score a touchdown, Denver wins the game 17-14.
That's
So
true.
they kick the field goal, they make it 10-17. That means if Denver goes down and scores a touchdown, it's a tie game, you're probably going out overtime.
That's true.
So you have to kick.
That's just smart.
That's just smart football.
It's smart,
But Gavin hates Randy.
But I fucking hate kickers.
Yeah, this game was atrocious. Denver defensively, again, looked fucking phenomenal. They held Derrick Henry to under 60 yards on almost 20 carries, one of the best running backs in football.
Yeah, it definitely is. It seems like the offensive line, the offense just can't.
Yeah.
What's
deliver.
Denver's problem this year, Nick?
There's a lot of problems. The problems in Denver start with the offensive line. Garrett Bowles has gone down with an injury. Dalton Reisner's looked okay. Cushenberry just went down with an injury. Cushenberry's backup, Graham Glasgow, just went down with an injury. 2 right tackles of ours have gone out with injury. And even if all the starters on that offensive line were playing, they aren't good anyway. So Russell Wilson would still be getting hit all the fucking time, which means he doesn't have time to throw. They're not opening good running lanes for the running backs to give Russell Wilson more time to throw. Russell Wilson has not looked good. I'm not going to sit here and defend how Russell Wilson has played, but no quarterback in the league would be playing well behind this offensive line. They have looked like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
This is my favorite team on the planet. Any sport, favorite team. And
Have they ever been this bad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been
Recently?
worse. They've been worse. The last 5 years have been absolutely atrocious. I mean, we had years with
Worse than this?
I less hope than this because even now, even with losing all these games, I know we're not going to make the playoffs at this point. Even if we win out, we're not making the playoffs at this point. There's still hope and optimism that next year, if we can bring in some offensive linemen, we have so many players down with injury, and I know that's not an excuse because so many teams are devastated by injury, but I mean, we're missing Javonte Williams, Garrett Bowles, Justin Simmons has missed time. Tim Patrick has missed the entire year. I mean, these are big key pieces to our team that have missed significant time. If we can get healthy, sign some players, get this offensive line to fucking work, to give Russell Wilson more than 3 seconds to make something happen in the pocket, I think that this team can still have a good year next year. As far as this year goes, I mean, we don't have our first round pick in the draft. We traded that to Seattle for Russell Wilson, so you might as well keep playing your asses off and win as many games as you can.
So it's the offense. His offensive team is clearly struggling the most.
Yeah, the defense looks fucking phenomenal.
Is it the line that's struggling the most, or is it?
Yeah, the Lions has struggled the most. Losing our best running back early in the season in Javonte Williams hurts because Melvin Gordon, I like, but has a tendency to fumble the ball. And then we're relying on people who weren't here 5 weeks ago. Latavius Murray and Marlon Mack. And I can't even remember the running back we just traded from Miami for. And then receivers, I love Cortland Sutton. Jerry Jeudy just went down with an injury. KJ Hamler has been injured again. That's why Jalen Virgil's out there catching touchdown passes. So the receivers...
Hey, good for him, though. He made a damn good catch.
I don't know. It's a team that still needs a lot of work, and people...
Does it seem like... And I didn't watch the game. So, shocker, I didn't watch the games. And I don't know exactly... Because obviously it's an offensive team, and specifically offensive line. Are they not working together well enough? Or are they just...
I just think when you have a bunch of pieces that haven't all played together... Offensive line is so much about unity.
It is. I used to be offensive line when I played.
You have to know what the person next to you is going to do on every play because rushers are coming from every different angle. So you have to know what that guy next to you is going to do in order to do your job right.
And you need to trust the person next to you because you're assigned somebody right in front of you.
Yeah.
Usually. And then also keep an eye out for blitzers. And you need to trust that the person next to you can hold the line.
Yeah.
And it seems like they can't hold the line because it seems like
nasty, but
none of them are really like trusting each other to actually
and that's
manage the
because they
line.
haven't played together.
Right, which is fair. Do you think that this is something that can be fixed with Nate? I was like, do you think it's something that can be fixed with just practice?
I think it's something that needs to be fixed with some new players. I think that Garrett Bowles, I still really like at left tackle. Dalton Reisner, for some reason, has not looked as good as he did his rookie season since then. We need a new center. Right guard, I like Quinn Miners. I think he will continue to improve. And
Who's
then
the center for?
we need a right tackle.
Yeah.
Currently, it's Luke Wattenberg, who's our third string center because Lloyd Cushenberry got hurt a couple weeks ago. Graham Glasgow got hurt last week. So
And I hate to say this, because obviously he's third string. He's not like top game.
yeah.
And centers are a really important position, especially when you have. Because it sounds like, is anybody on the offensive line first string or?
I think both of our guards, Reisner and Miners, are still our original starters
And
from when the season started.
And again, I've been watching, but is most of the when defenses are getting through, is it mostly from the center?
No,
line,
it's
or is it
everywhere.
Is it just all over the place?
Yeah, it's like you're supposed to have a wall here,
Yeah,
and that wall has just crumbled down, and there's just nothing there. They might as well have one of those machines that shoots the ball back to Russell Wilson and just not put any fucking offensive line out there because
just the machine.
He'd rather have
jump over.
just as much time basically to throw the ball.
Huh.
Yeah, I feel bad for Russell and for our coach, first year head coach Russell Wilson in a new situation. People, and it's kind of the issue with sports in general because of the social media age. People want instant gratification for things. And when they don't get that instant gratification, they're so quick to go on Twitter or wherever they go and say, "Dude, trade Russell Wilson, fire the head coach." You have to give guys time. Running a football team as a quarterback or a head coach are not easy jobs.
Especially as it seems as disastrous as the starting roster has had.
I think that you give Russell Wilson another year. Obviously, they signed him to a big contract. He's sticking in Denver for a while. And I would give Nathaniel Hackett another year and see if he can improve and get better.
Do you think?
See if he can hack
Do you think?
See if he can hack it.
I was like, I know he's the is Nathaniel the coach?
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
head
okay.
coach.
I thought you mentioned one of the tackles.
Yeah, Garrett Bowles.
Garrett Bowles.
Oh, almost
Was
picked
good.
From
off.
Utah.
Do you think? So you said that you did like him at tackle, and I know that's probably mostly what he plays.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anybody else on the line that could have a commanding enough presence that could take over center?
Not currently. Thankfully, toward the end of the trade deadline, we traded Bradley Chubb away to the Dolphins. And we ended up getting a first-round pick from the Dolphins. So hopefully we can use that first-round pick on a center or a right tackle, somebody to come in there and really help out. Or hopefully there's a good free agent available in the offseason that we can bring in. Because, there's nobody on this roster currently that I would trust to play right tackle or center.
Because your center is the linchpin of the entire line. You need someone
he runs the whole
strong, and you need someone that the other players listen to. If he's third string, even though they're professionals,
And a rookie.
I'm sure that the guards that you were mentioning, the guards are probably like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm first string. I've been here a little bit. Like, you need to trust my judgment, which is probably true. He needs to trust the judgment, and I'm sure he's trying to. But even though that mindset, which again I could be completely wrong, and they just can't work well together.
Which could very well be true.
Which could be true.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just don't work well together. It just sounds like they just need someone to take a commanding stance as center to really bring in the rest of the line together. Because because like obviously the quarterback is like the team captain, but you need a captain just for the line. They have to keep all the plays that the quarterback is running. They have to keep all those in mind. We need to keep in mind where they're going to be running through. They need to and open up those spots. It seems easy, especially when you're watching it. It seems like they're just throwing a ball behind them. But it's a lot. You have to
and just the ability to
snap
that ball and quickly get up and block the guy in front. A 300+ pound man that's barreling towards you.
You have to be.
It's crazy.
Ready.
Yeah,
and
so for Broncos fans, I would just, if I could say anything to anybody that's watching that's Bronco fan, it would be relax. This season might be a wash. Hopefully we get a couple wins here towards the end of the year that look promising. And then let's just hope that next year we can set ourselves up better for success and stay healthy. That's one of the bigger things. Last game for last week was my game. That was the Chargers-Niners game. Sunday Night Football. Niners ended up pulling this one out, which was kind of a surprise to me. I took the Chargers. No, I took San Francisco. Zach was the one that took the Chargers.
I am not a crook.
This This Niners team is fun. Jimmy Garoppolo, not the greatest quarterback out there, but he's not bad. He's not gonna win you a lot of games, but he's not gonna lose you a lot of games, which is kind of what you want. Somebody right in the middle. And then you build a good team around him. The Niners defense is amazing. One of the best defenses in football. They traded for Christian McCaffrey, who has been an absolute stud. You have playmakers like Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk on that team. And that Niners team is just a lot of fucking fun to watch, and I'm excited to see where they go. Part of me is a Broncos fan because that first-round pick that we got from Miami is the Niners' first-round pick that they had traded to Miami previously. So I kind of hope the Niners suck so Denver can get a better pick, but I hope that they remain fun and entertaining to watch because this game was fun. As far as the Chargers go, I mean, I feel horrible for Justin Herbert, who's had to play without his two best receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, for a lot of the season. He's been relying on backups who have played admirably. DeAndre Carter has played really well, but hopefully he'll get those two receivers back this week. Hopefully they'll be able to make something happen because that offense has looked really rough without those top two guys out there for him to throw the ball to. But Niners were able to get the win, 22-16. Nobody really stood out to me when I was looking at the stats. Nobody had a crazy game. Christian McCaffrey ended up scoring Ooh. Oh, I was going to say 2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
At least they're losing.
Yeah.
That's the only time it's acceptable.
But yeah, great game. We'll get into our predictions for next week.
Yeah.
But I do have a couple pieces of news. I picked out 3 fun stories. That's what I'm going to try and stick to most weeks.
I just want to mention also because the Titans had another Thursday night game, they also won that game.
Yeah, they did
Which
against
made
the Packers last night.
Which made it them 7-3, which is really good. Like I love the Titans, but I also know the Titans don't always have like the.
They've been playing good the last couple of years.
They
were the
have
best
been.
team in football. The best team record-wise in football.
Yeah, and it's been really fun, kind of seeing them do so well these past couple of years.
Yeah, so just 3 pieces of news. The Bills-Brown game has been moved to Detroit due to a crazy snowstorm. At one point, I was getting a report that Buffalo could get 6 feet of snow over the weekend.
Damn, I haven't seen that in a long time.
So they moved it to Detroit, to Detroit where it's in a dome. Problem is, the Bills players have not left Buffalo. So a lot of people are freaking out that the Bills players aren't even going to make it to the game because they're not going to be able to make it to the airport tomorrow if there's a bunch of snow out.
Yeah.
So that is going to be fun to watch all weekend.
Do you think they would just have to forfeit, or do you think they'd postpone?
They'd postpone it. They'd probably play Tuesday, I would guess. Well, I don't know if they could because I think Buffalo plays Thanksgiving on Thursday. So I don't know what they do.
Just fly the other ones out.
They're going to have to just stay out there. If Buffalo goes out there, if they do make it out there just fine, they do play Detroit in Detroit Thanksgiving. So they'll probably just stay out there for those couple of days before that. Titans beat the Packers Thursday night, as Gavin brought up. Offensive coordinator Todd Downing was arrested Friday morning for a DUI.
So he celebrated.
Yeah, he celebrated hard. I just think it's fun. The idea of beating the Packers and then just getting shit hammered, wasted, and driving home.
Yeah.
This also pisses me off. I think we might have talked about this on our old podcast.
Possibly.
One of the times a player got a DUI. What really pisses me off is that the NFL offers a program, a sober driving program, where if you get drunk, you call your NFL office, they will send you a car for free, pick you up and take you home. Yeah. They'll even send somebody with them to take your car home.
Because they don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
Because it looks bad on the entire
league.
The entire league. It looks bad on the franchise, and it looks bad.
Also, you're in a position like this as the offensive coordinator of the Titans that is in a public space, so you have to just be smarter with your decisions.
Like I'm sure.
Kids watch.
I was like, I'm sure.
That's
I'm
their
sure.
hero.
I don't think Todd Downing's a kid's hero.
Like
You never know.
I think like offensive coordinators and the coaches. I don't think they have like very many like younger fans. But I'm sure they have a couple. I'm sure there's people that are like,
Yeah, there's probably some kids that want to be a head coach and look up to some of these guys.
And now those kids are going to go out and drink and drive.
This
and
one's
get DUIs.
This one's my favorite story.
Is that what happened to our friend?
Probably. I'm gonna have to look back and see if any of the coaches that he liked to drink and drive. This is my favorite story. Zach's gonna love this one a lot.
Okay.
Raiders linebacker Blake Martinez has retired. He's announced his retirement. He was going to make roughly $300,000.
Oh yeah, I did hear about this one.
He retired after finding and selling a 9.5 Gem Mint Pokemon Illustrator card for $672,000. He sold the card for almost double what he was going to make playing for the Raiders. So he said, "You know what? I made my money. I'm not going to risk hurting myself. The Raiders suck balls anyway. Fuck off. I retire." And I fucking applaud. Blake Martinez, you kick ass, man.
Well played.
At least you're not wearing the card around your neck like a dumbass.
Hey, you
True.
watch your fucking mouth.
Hey,
We're splitting the table again.
we don't have
Almost as bad
the
as
new
wearing a
Flavor
signed
Flav
jersey
yet.
out in public.
It would be almost as bad as wearing a
That was a good.
I'll take it back.
I like how you can't see their faces.
No, I just love that idea. Like, you make more money than you were gonna make playing football, and you're like,
Absolutely.
I love football, but I'm gonna go hang out with my family and friends. Peace out. Call me next season, maybe I'll come back.
After he blows the money.
Yeah, hell yeah. Also, I guess he's a Pokemon card hunter. I guess that's basically just what he does.
Yeah.
He ran into a bit of money where he could afford to buy some of the more expensive stuff, and then he doubled his money.
But yeah, those are the news items I have.
News nuggets.
Yeah.
Nougats.
We are going to get into our Week 11 predictions as the Chiefs are stomping up on the Chargers. Can they score here?
I've been sitting.
Touchdown, Austin Eckler.
I've been sitting here wondering and like imagining you somewhere like mid off season, just like miserable for some football and just putting this on.
He does this daily.
dude. He does. I know for a fact that he does do sim games sometimes.
Oh, I know, but
Specifically in
I'll
the dry
announce
months.
them.
just to watch it though, sit there on the couch. And
I'll announce it. I'll be sitting on the couch and nobody else will be home, and I'll be like, Justin Herbert, handoff to the right. Austin Eckler bouncing inside. Touchdown, Chargers!
I think I've heard you do
And the
that
Chargers
before.
going for two. Justin Herbert takes the snap from shotgun. Back, drops back. Dishes the ball out. Is that Mike Williams? No! 2-point conversion's good. 3-point ball game. Everett.
I have heard you do that
Why aren't you
before.
recording that?
What?
We
I
actually
should.
just did.
I should.
Full games.
If anybody comments and says they want more, I'll narrate full games.
I want more.
Here's what I thought about
for
this
more?
week. One of the things that I want to do if our YouTube channel ever becomes big, and I did this math in my head, because my goal is to see all 32 NFL stadiums. I want to watch a game in all 32. I want to tailgate at all 32. I want to party with some people and see what the tailgating experience is like, see what the stadiums are like. So if we ever start making some money on this channel, what I want to do is on a Thursday in September, and any of you guys that want to come with me, obviously invited. If all four of you want to come, it's going to be a long experience. But we're gonna leave here. The four of us. Four of us.
Oh, you said if all four of you want to come with me.
Yeah, my ghost pal.
Oh, perfect.
Is he standing next to mine?
Oh,
There's
You
5.
guys can see them?
we leave on a we watch a Thursday night game. Then we spend a day in whatever city that Thursday night game is. Then we fly somewhere. We watch a Sunday game somewhere. Then we fly out of there. We fly somewhere else. We watch a Monday night game, and we do that for 10 weeks. We can see all 30. Well, technically 30 stadiums because the Giants and the Jets, the Chargers and the Rams play in the same stadium. 30 stadiums. 30 stadiums, 3 games a week, 10 weeks to start the season. Gavin's fucking stuff up. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, my God.
Oh no, it was still recording.
Yeah,
We're good.
You're fine.
My foot just tapped it. And I was like, shit.
So, yeah, if anybody in the NFL wants to sponsor this trip, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you got money.
If people want to start subscribing so we can start making
That
some money.
sounds fun, but it also sounds like semi-tiring as fuck.
Come and
The jet lag
subscribe.
would be for real after a couple weeks.
If anybody in the NFL wants to just subscribe, I'll take it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Anybody want to do an interview? Hey, Blake Martinez. You want to talk about Pokemon and football in the same interview?
I don't have really like
Hey,
rare
any
cards,
kickers? Do
but
you want to come
bring
here
yours.
and be
We'll check
berated
them out.
by
We'll
me?
give you all of Zach's Pokemon cards.
you
that
won't.
currently has.
Yeah. All of his Pokemon cards.
we'll
Alright,
give you
and
his
I like
signed
that.
jerseys.
Here,
Yeah, we'll give them
they're
both.
not worth tons, but I do have the McDonald's cards, and they're about $1 each.
There you go.
For even the basic ones, they're about $1 each.
I've got a bunch of those too.
Week
Yeah,
11.
they're literally $1 each. It's ridiculous.
Week 11 predictions. We're going to start off with the early games, obviously. Bears at Falcons.
Falcons. Way to copycat me. At the same time.
I am going the Bears.
The Bears.
Neither of these teams are probably playoff teams by any means. But I do like the Bears a lot in this game. Justin Fields has looked great. He's scored 40 points the past 2 weeks in fantasy football. Has looked phenomenal. Touchdown Chiefs.
I'm going to do the Colts next.
Okay. I'm not.
All right.
Gavin.
Bears.
The Bears.
This side of the table and that side of the table are split again.
Split.
Next game, Eagles and Colts.
Oh, he's already gone Colts. He called it.
I was going to see if
He
you're
called
going
it.
to copy me.
Eagles.
I gotta go Birds.
Yeah, I think this is an easy win for the Eagles. They did lose last week, their first loss of the season to the Commanders.
But hell of a run.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can
Go
go
that
undefeated,
far undefeated.
This
be
late
the
into-
last undefeated
Yeah.
team.
This late into the season too.
Yeah.
Really, it's pretty impressive.
It was.
And the Colts got a nice win against the dog shit Raiders
they
last
sure
week.
did.
But yeah, I'm going Eagles. They're gonna bounce back here.
Oh yeah.
Jets at Patriots.
I'm going to Jets.
What is it?
I'm
Jets
also
versus
going
who?
Jets.
Patriots.
Wow, Jets. I don't go for the Patriots ever.
All right,
Me neither.
We've agreed a couple games now. Yeah, I think the Jets win this. I think the Jets have to win this. The Jets have looked pretty good this year. They need to get the monkey off their back and beat New England in New England. I think this would be a big, big win for the Jets going forward. Commanders at Texans.
Commanders.
Commanders.
Jesus Cristo.
Sorry, those Texans are dog shit.
They are dog shit.
Commanders.
Way to go.
Copycat us.
Yeah, I'm going Commanders too. Like I said, they did beat the Eagles last week. Hopefully that maybe starts a little bit of momentum for this team. The Texans are absolute dog shit. So, Rams at Saints.
This could go
Rams.
either way, but I'm going to go with Rams.
Copycat.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go Saints.
Yeah.
Dude, I hope
Fuck
they
it.
win.
I'm also going Saints.
Fuck yeah, right there.
The Rams.
This table's split right here.
This A-frame over them.
The Rams have looked so disappointing
Yeah.
this season, from a team that was in the Super Bowl last year to being a laughable offense.
It's a long
Now
fall
they're going to
from
be
the top.
missing probably their best.
Player.
Yeah, Cooper Cup. I was trying to think of the word
Cooper
wide receiver.
I know. My fantasy has suffered quite a bit because of that.
Cooper Cup out. I think the Saints take advantage. I'm giving the Saints the win. The Browns at the Bills.
Bills.
I have to agree.
Herbert. Browns at the Bills. Again, there's only one animal in this.
Bills. That is true.
I think after losing to Minnesota last week, they have something to prove. And the Browns are still without Deshaun Watson for one more week. I think the Bills easily win this game. And keep it moving. Panthers at Ravens.
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 Ravens, what a copycat.
Wow, we have agreed on
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
5.
gonna
keeping
jump.
this
I'm
tie.
gonna jump. Giants on the next one.
What a copycat.
What a fucking compliment. Yeah, I think the Ravens win this one pretty easily. The Panthers have not looked great. They are starting Baker Mayfield again, and I am a Baker Mayfield fan. I want to see him start playing well. But he has not looked good this season. Ravens are one of the best teams in the AFC. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah.
Lions at Giants. Zach already
Giants.
called it. Giants.
Yeah,
Aaron.
copied me.
Giants.
Lions.
Gavin. Lions. Nick. Lions. The Lions get a impressive win last week. And the Giants have looked good. But I want to see Detroit keep it up. So give me the fucking Lions.
So for this next
right.
one,
Late afternoon games. The 2 o'clockers. Raiders at Broncos.
both teams haven't been doing that good, but the Broncos have been doing better.
They got the defense.
So for this time, I'm on your side. I'm going Broncos.
I'm also going Broncos.
Copycats.
Hey.
I think that defense
Hey.
will keep the Raiders from scoring just enough to
I guess
sloppily pull out a win.
Yeah, Denver's winning this game. I'm taking. It doesn't need to be said. I'm taking Denver every week. I don't care if it means that I'm losing when we play the Chiefs. I'm taking Denver. They're beating the fucking Raiders. We have to win another game. And after this, the only other easy game we have left on our schedule is Carolina, and we have to get a couple wins here. or things are going to start going off the fucking rails. Broncos are winning this game. Cowboys at Vikings.
Vikings, and because I put money on, like fake money on them
$1
on
million.
TikTok, you got to go back and watch that, and then come back and watch this episode.
And then go back and watch TikTok.
Cowboys at Vikings.
All right.
One
heads.
ride's an animal.
That is Cowboys.
Oh shit. Gavin, the only one not taking the Vikings. Like I said, Vikings-Buffalo game was wild. I think Vikings keep up the momentum. Dallas has looked good. I think Dallas is much improved. I think Dallas makes a good case for the playoffs this season. But the Minnesota Vikings are going to keep it fucking rolling. Kirko, chains, baby. Bengals at Steelers.
Bengals.
Ugh. I'm gonna take this away from you.
There's only one animal here.
All right, we have now agreed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of I think like the 9 games.
Yeah, that's
That's gonna make
the Viking this
The
time
Vikings
hard.
are going to lose here, and that's going to break the tie.
sure. Yeah, I'm going Bengals. Steelers haven't looked great this season. There were, like I said last week, rookie quarterback, a lot of injuries that they're dealing with. But the Bengals still look good, unlike the Rams, who look like dog shit. I'm just thinking about Super Bowl teams from last year. Give me the Bengals to keep it rolling. Sunday night football, Chiefs, Chargers, the game that we're watching right here, baby.
And I'm going Chiefs.
Let's keep it rolling, Chiefs.
Chief,
We're never
Chief,
breaking this
Chief,
tie.
Chief, 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 Chief. Is that or Gavin? Chief. Oh, okay.
Drop a comment if you know what that's about.
I bet you don't.
I'm taking the Chargers. I think the Chargers, only because I think the Chargers have to win.
Doesn't mean they're going to.
It's
But
true.
they have to.
But they're going to play with a little bit of desperation, I think, in this game. I think that hopefully Justin Herbert gets his top 2 receivers back this week. I think they're going to make life difficult for the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chargers, although this one I could easily be wrong on. 49ers at Cardinals.
I gotta go Niners.
Cardinals.
The Birds.
Yeah, probably.
No.
Oh, okay.
Those 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going the 49ers.
I'm like, I always go Niners.
Like I said, the Niners look like a lot
But
of
they're
fun.
doing so fucking.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep it up.
This is my wild card of the week.
The Cardinals.
Could do anything.
Cardinals
This
again.
is the game that's gonna break the tie.
It's true. Cardinals again, just like the Rams, have not lived up to expectations this season. I'm taking the Niners.
Yeah.
That gets us to our Thanksgiving games. Thanksgiving, we have 3 games. And we'll start with the Bills at the Lions.
Bills.
Woo!
Lions.
Bills.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills here. They lose to the Vikings. I think they pick up a couple wins here so they can start gaining some of that momentum back. Lions, I do hope, beat the Giants, but they sadly won't. I don't think they're seeing a fucking chance against the Bills. Unless a couple big key players don't play in that game. Giants at Cowboys.
Giants.
Did you both say Giants?
Yes.
Giants is heads. I know this is an eraser. Hey, heads, Giants.
All right. I'm the only one taking the Cowboys. They're playing in Dallas. Thanksgiving.
Dallas is part of Texas, and everything's bigger in Texas, and their loss is going to be the biggest
It's gonna
of
be
them all.
the biggest loss.
Not
of the
a
year.
fucking shot. Dak Prescott throws for 480 yards on this
Straight
punk-ass
into-
Giants defense. Wins the game.
Straight into an
Cowboys.
interception.
Yeah, probably. Patriots at Vikings.
Vikings.
God damn it.
I never go with Patriots.
Yeah, Vikings across the board on that one.
Yeah.
Again, Kirko fucking chains, and the Vikings look so good, man. I'm going to keep riding this bandwagon until the wheels fall off, and hopefully that isn't until we get to the Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills. That is our predictions for this week. Let us know what your predictions down are in the comments. We still got 2.5 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah. Let's see
So
how
let's
that
sit
turns
here in
out.
silence and watch.
Let's see how this ends up. It looks like it's gonna be an easy Chiefs win here, as they're up by 17 fucking
No
points.
way. They're gonna make it come back.
But they're
right
coming
now.
back.
They're trying.
Oh, games for next week. What game do you want to cover next week?
Vikings.
Vikings Cowboys?
Yep.
I'll just keep covering Titans.
You can have the Broncos. It's
Oh
fine.
no, you don't.
Oh,
Titans-
they're on bye, aren't
Yeah,
they?
well, no, they played last night,
Oh shit,
so they're off until next Sunday.
All right. Well then, in that case, we'll take. Which one did I end up going different for everybody? Oh no, he already took Vikings.
Yeah.
Dick.
Yeah. I gotta keep the theme going because I said that in the TikTok.
I'll
So
do
now
Dump
here-
Bears.
Dog
Falcons.
Bears.
I'll take the Niners.
All right.
Give you your Brankies.
I'm taking the fucking Broncos too.
What?
I need to take the Broncos on a game that I think they might win at. If they lose,
How bad is it gonna be if they lose?
it's gonna be real bad. I'm not fucking talking. When it comes around to me, I'm not fucking talking.
Raiders again.
Yeah. Which
I
they
mean,
probably,
they
which they
already
probably
have.
fucking will because they already lost to him once.
Yeah.
Oh man, that team frustrates the shit out of me.
I mean, yeah. The Raiders have only won 2 games, and one was against the Broncos.
Yeah, isn't that fucking pathetic?
That is very fucking pathetic.
Here's the crazy part, like team schedule. Let's scroll down here.
Scroll it down.
Now,
Fumble.
no, I don't think
No.
you got it. Incomplete though. All right, they lose to the Seahawks by 1 point.
Yeah.
1 fucking point. They lose to the Texans by a touchdown. 7 points. They beat the Niners. Thank God. They lose to the Raiders by 9, which is fucking atrocious. Their worst loss of this season. Lose to the Colts by 3. And the Colts look like dog shit. They fired their fucking coach already. Chargers by 3. Jets by 7. They beat the Jaguars. Thank Jesus. Lose to the Titans by 7.
Yeah.
They've only lost 1 game, and that was the Raiders game,
Yeah.
by more than
More
7
than- yeah.
points. Which means if they can flip it, that's what infuriates me. If they could flip those 6 losses, if they could flip 3 of those into wins, right now everybody's talking about how the Broncos are playing pretty well and they look like they're on a run to the playoffs. But instead,
Jesus,
they
he had
lose these
fucking-
close games. Touchdown!
Did you see that shit?
Herbert!
He,
No.
he had a solid what do you say that? Like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Just standing still. The Chargers offensive line just kept the. He was just like, oh, and then he just ran through.
They're going to kick the extra point here, make it a 10-point game, and then they're going to have to go for an onside kick. If they miss the onside kick, the Chiefs will have won this game. Well, still 3 timeouts left. Never say never. The kick is up and good.
Is it good now, Gavin?
Yeah, the extra points are fun.
All right. Thanks for this, Madden. Way to go. All right. There's Patrick Mahomes warming up on the sideline. You might not touch the ball again if they recover this onside kick. Brandon Staley.
And
coming
racist.
out, exactly. It's Lindsley.
And racist.
Corey Lindsley. Trey Pipkins up there.
You know what I really enjoy?
Tyreek Hill.
Watching my
back-
computer
Tyreek
players just-
Hill. He didn't play there anymore. What a dumbass. All right, onside kick attempt here. This is a big moment in this game. Bounce it. Picked up by the Chiefs. That was too fucking easy. Travis Kelce.
Watch him just drop it.
Son of a bitch.
Gotta go for the interception.
We're going to get 3 runs here. If they can stop them on all 3, call all 3 other timeouts, they will get the ball back. Might be able to bring it down. Kick an onside kick again with about 9 seconds left. See if they can tie up this game. Let's see what happens. There's Patrick Mahomes coming back out on the field.
Mahomes.
What a great game this man's been having today. Leading this team to a win. I don't want to get ahead of myself, man. A fumble here, return for a touchdown, could swing this game wide fucking open. Then all of a sudden the Chargers staring down in a 3-point deficit. Patrick Mahomes lined up under center,
Only what?
takes the snap,
9
hands
yards?
the ball off to the left. Chargers stop him, timeout quick by the Chargers, 42 seconds left.
That was a freaking brutal tackle, though. That was a hard one. Take that, computer character.
Those pixels really felt it.
I know. I was just saying, I really like watching the pixels when they're just sitting on a bench. Most important point.
We're gonna see basically the exact same fucking thing again because the Chiefs want to run this clock out. They should throw the ball, get a first down. They have one of the best quarterbacks in football right now. Patrick Mahomes under center again. Takes a snap. Drops back, hands off to the right.
Ooh.
That's a first down, and that'll clinch the fucking game for the Chiefs. Doesn't matter. That's a full, fresh set of downs for the Chiefs. They only got to burn about 30-something seconds off this clock. This game is over.
Interception, runs it end zone.
Yeah, except he's going to kneel the ball here.
Well, this is the computer. It doesn't know how to do that.
It's true. We'll have to see. What if he does? What if he does?
The rule of cool.
If this is right, then you guys will... Oh, yep, he's in kneeling formation. Kneel down. Boom. The Chargers are going to call their last time out because they're retarded. So we have to watch that whole sequence of events again. I feel like as a play-by-play announcer, you kind of have to be like impartial, right? So
Yeah.
this is when you come up, you know the Chiefs are about to win the game, but instead you're at the microphone and you're like, all right, Patrick Mahomes under center. If he fumbles right here on this very short snap and the Chargers pick it up, run it all the way back, they could still have a shot. He takes the snap and kneels it down. This one's over. Chiefs win. 28-18. Let's look at some stats.
Has anyone ever hit him? Has there ever been them trying to go down for a knee, but he just gets? Has it ever happened in football where when they go down for the knee, they just get laid the fuck out?
No, because you will get very penalized.
Really? Like once it's snapped, it's a free ball.
Yeah, but if they're kneeling down, they're basically giving up on the play. Patrick Mahomes looked fucking great. 26, 258, 3 touchdowns. Herbert looked like shit. Hopefully that's not what he looks like. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the one that ends up cinching that game for it. Travis Kelce with a big game. 6 for 78 and 2 touchdowns. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. For real, if you guys want to see me, I'll put it on 15-minute quarters, and I'll narrate the whole fucking game. And I'll put it on YouTube. I think it'd be great. Again, let me know down in the comments who you think's going to win this week's games. Give me your predictions for the World Cup. We can take those down in the comments. Give me the predictions for Survivor Series War Games, WWE. And we will be back next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It is time to
Split screeners out.